All right, let's dive into some really powerful ideas from Morgan Housel's amazing book, The Psychology of Money. We're going to break down the key insights that could honestly completely change the way you think about money and your own financial future.
So let's start with the big one. What is the single biggest thing that holds people back financially? It's a huge question, right? One that gets to the heart of so much of our stress. We tend to think the answer is super complicated, that it's all about stock tips or some secret knowledge we don't have. But the real answer? It's way, way simpler.
And there it is. According to Housel, the biggest wall between you and financial freedom isn't how smart you are. It's not about your degree or your IQ. It's all about our own psychology, specifically that constant, nagging pressure to keep up with the Joneses.
Okay, so let's really dig into this core concept. Your success with money has so much less to do with what you know and almost everything to do with how you act. It's a field where your habits, not your resume, are what really matter.
I mean, just look at this. This is what makes finance so unique. Think about it. You'd never expect an amateur to do a better job than a brain surgeon, right? But with money, it happens all the time. An ordinary person with solid, patient habits can absolutely outperform a certified genius who's driven by ego and impatience.
So what are these wealth-building behaviors? Well, they're things we literally learn in kindergarten. We're talking about patience, humility, discipline, living a little bit below your means. Nothing here requires a spreadsheet or an advanced degree. The good news, every single one of these is 100% within your control.
So, if our behavior is the key, what's the one behavior that just totally sabotages us? Well, it goes right back to that first quote, that burning desire to keep up.
And this is why it's so much harder today. I mean, think about it. Your grandparents might have compared themselves to, what, a few neighbors? A couple of coworkers? Our comparison group today is the entire planet, perfectly curated by algorithms on Instagram and TikTok to show us the richest, happiest, most successful-looking people 24/7. It's a setup for endless disappointment.
Housel had this brilliant insight when he was working as a valet. He noticed that when a Ferrari pulled up, he'd think, wow, cool car. He never once thought, wow, that guy driving is so cool. Instead, his brain immediately went to, man, if I had that car, people would think I'm cool. See the paradox? We use our own stuff to get others' admiration, but we're all just thinking about ourselves.
And that leads to this truth, which is a total superpower if you can really internalize it. Nobody cares about your car or your watch as much as you do. They're too busy worrying about what you think of their stuff. Once you get that, the whole game of spending to impress people just deflates. It's incredibly freeing.
Okay, so this brings us to a really critical shift in mindset. We have to redefine the goal. The question isn't just, how do I get rich? The real question is, am I trying to be rich or am I trying to be wealthy? Because believe me, they are not the same thing.
Being rich is all about your current income. It's visible. It's the fancy car, the big house, the designer clothes. It's a high income that lets you buy things, usually to signal status.
But being wealthy, that's totally different. Wealth is invisible. It's the money you don't spend. It's the assets working for you behind the scenes, buying you something way more valuable than a luxury item. It's buying you freedom. It's buying you control over your own time.
So you see the difference here, right? The goal isn't just to make more so you can spend more. The real goal is to build wealth, because wealth is what gives you independence. Wealth is what allows you to wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do today.
And this quote right here might just change everything for you. Think about it this way. Saving isn't about depriving yourself. It's about buying back your future. Every dollar you save is a little piece of your future life that you are taking back that you now own outright.
So this all sounds great, but how do we actually do it? How do we take this mindset and turn it into a real, concrete plan that actually works?
Well, it's actually pretty simple. 3 steps. First, you just change your thinking. Savings isn't optional. It's a bill you pay to your future self, just like rent. Second, you take your own flawed human brain out of the picture. Automate it. And third, and this is the most powerful part, you just have to be patient. Let time do its thing.
And if you need any proof that patience is the ultimate superpower in finance, just look at Warren Buffett. An incredible 99% of his entire net worth was earned after his 60th birthday. His secret wasn't being a genius, it was being a genius for a very, very long time.
And this is exactly why. This is the magic of compounding. Our brains don't get it because we think in straight lines. But money grows exponentially. The gains you make start making their own gains, and it creates this incredible snowball effect that, over decades, becomes truly mind-blowing.
But there is a price to pay for those returns, and it's not fees or commissions. The real cost of admission is psychological. It's the stomach-churning ability to handle the market's wild swings without freaking out. That volatility isn't a risk or a fine. It's the fee you have to pay to earn the long-term rewards.
So let's end with this one final thought. We're all taught that status is about showing off what you have. But what if true status, the ultimate luxury, is being able to say no to things? The freedom to not take a job you hate, to wake up without an alarm clock, to spend your days exactly how you want. That's the freedom that real wealth buys. And it's a goal anyone can start working toward,